G'day, today we're going to have a look at level 36 in the Ruby DLC of Train Valley 2. This one's called In Search of Lost Time. We've got 13 minutes, we have to build 2 or more tunnels, and we can't upgrade engines. Now this is a hard level. I would say this is possibly the hardest level of the Ruby DLC so far, because that is a tight time cap. Now what we've got is we've got workers here that need to make books. Books require paper and glue. Paper and glue require wood and rubber respectively. And we also have ABCDs sort of that are the bulk of our money producing guys. So real tricky one in terms of having these guys make sort of the amount of money that we need, give us the amount of trains that we need, but then also to get to the respective sort of A, B, C, D, we also have to make bridges and tunnels and all sorts of expensive things. So we kind of have to focus on them because the rubber and the wood are both on the opposite side of tunnels, so we can't build them yet anyway. And there's an end. The sort of the drag that then happens because we're just waiting for those guys to arrive somewhere. It's also pretty rough. So we will keep sending these guys as much as we can. They keep giving us, say, C and B trains to send to each other. Absolutely, we'll keep doing that. Obviously, that always does run out at some point. And now we have to wait to have enough money to be able to send any of these guys. So that's enough to crack open that, but then not enough to build a road. There we go. So we'll send that guy. Through there. This is actually going to become very dicey. 32, so I can build that, but I can't do anything with it. That's the wrong guy. This guy. So this B train needs to arrive before this guy does, because otherwise he can't continue on this track. This is just an attempt to sort of rush this in a different way, basically to buy that 5th train, which you can see we're currently not using. Whoa. How's that for timing? A bit straighter, I think. That was a waste of time, though, that I couldn't be sending trains while we were waiting for that to play out. And what we really want to do is flip this around. Instead of using C and B to send trains to A and sort of further up the hill, we actually want to send trains from A, E, and D around, because there's 3 of them, so it increases your chance that they're going to send it to each other. Now, at the moment, we're being incredibly lucky with how generous C is in wanting to send trains to B. But surely, eventually, that's going to run out. Maybe not. We have actually hit our cap of locomotives. Let's buy the next one. Because we don't need the... We only now just need the bridge crossings up there. Okay, so what we're going to do is buy this. This sound means that we've just gotten our requirement of tunnels purchased. You're going to try and get these guys started, so let's cut the corner as much as we can there. Get these guys on their way. The thing is, we already have the 6 trains that we need, so in terms of getting these guys started for the availability of trains, that's covered. Problem is that we currently have these guys about to crack, that there's nowhere for them to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to send these D trains down the bottom here. And then we'll build B, his bridge. Okay, so he's got his 15, he started manufacturing. The next thing we want to do is get this guy over here. Get these guys manufacturing as well. The good news is that guy's hit C, so we can send him back and he can operate without getting in the way of these 15 trains that we want to send to get manufacturing started. Beyond that, we're going to have to send more of these guys like around. So what we'll do is we'll send this train, this E train, because he'll head up. Ah! Alright, Ian, stop for a second. I'll have to send that guy first. I've accidentally overshot their target with these guys. I'm just going to let them ride. The reason being that they can just go to the glue factory. Jump the gun with this guy because we've got to wait for this A train to get past. Just pause him. We'll send that guy as soon as there's available spot. So this is sort of the idea of them working together. We haven't even attached E yet. It's barely come up. Okay, so we've got 9 guys there, so we can start to make our next connection, which is into this one. We also want to make sure that we've got availability in these, because I don't want the letters to start complaining at us as well. So what we'll do is we will send our E trains up, just because they're flowing with the same direction as the other trains that we've got going on at the moment. And that's everything. So these are the last 2 trains that need to go up from the bottom as well. Straighten that too to make sure it doesn't go in there. Okay, then what we want to do is just get this guy connected. So he connects there, and then we can spend money to get him connected on that side as well. As those guys go past, we can send the wood over that way too. There's now no rush to move those guys because there's no more trains coming after them. Start to send them, and we'll send them first so these guys can start manufacturing. Which is more important than these guys just having more sitting there ready to go. We also need to get electricity connected. And we can then send our workers up to go to the books. Oh. Almost do that every single time, or I forget about the very last lot of wood heading over. Okay, so we want this guy going, but we also want the glue getting out of there. So, luckily that worked in a way perfectly that the glue plant never stopped. Send that guy. Then we'll send those 5. Then we'll send these. Just got to keep an eye on this to make sure there's no crashes up there. And the thing that we're going to do is we're going to wait until all of the glue has passed through this section, or we move these last 3 houses. Last 3 houses, last 3 trains. So it does mean we can probably speed things up a little bit, because we are just waiting. There goes those guys, and those guys. Okay, so now we're going to send B first. Then follow him up with the 2 C trains. Then we can send these guys because they're going the opposite direction. And we're at the mercy of probably these 3 guys here and whether they get built fast enough. Looks like we're on time at the moment. We've got 2 minutes to get him around, so that's going to land, so we can just sort of speed all of it up. There we go, finally. 5 stars, real time, killed it. Game time, ordinary. Fun's ordinary. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.